Okay, if you're active in any way, you know the world of sports supplements can feel, well, totally overwhelming. There are powders, pills, chews. I mean, where do you even start? So today, we're going to cut through all that noise. I'm going to show you a simple, clear framework to figure out what your body actually needs to perform at its absolute best. Let's get into it.
And this is really the big question, isn't it? You eat clean, you train hard, but maybe you still feel like something's missing. You know, like you need an extra edge, or you wish you could recover just a little bit faster. It's such a common feeling, and it usually boils down to one simple thing.
Every single workout, every run, every game, it all puts this immense demand on your body. And honestly, even a quote-unquote perfect diet can sometimes struggle to keep up. And that right there, that's the gap where the right supplements can really play a crucial role.
So how do we make sense of it all? The key is to stop thinking about a random shopping list of products and start thinking in categories. Let me show you this really simple two-tier system that's going to completely clarify your whole approach.
Here it is. This is the whole framework. On one side, you've got your essential nutrients. Think of these like the foundation of a house. They support your fundamental performance and just your overall well-being. Then on the other side, you have the additional supplements. These are more like specialized tools you bring in for very specific jobs. Now, here's the most important part. You have to build the foundation first. Getting this right stops you from wasting time and money on boosters that can't really work if the basics aren't already covered.
So let's start with that foundation. These are the supplements that athletes turn to most often to cover the big, important bases. We're talking energy, repair, and just general health.
First up, creatine. It's one of the most researched supplements on the entire planet for a reason. To put it simply, it helps your body regenerate its main energy source, which is called ATP. You can think of it like a rapid recharge battery for your muscles during those intense, all-out moments in your workout.
And this just perfectly shows the real-world impact. As Daniela says here, it's not about just one thing. It's about this amazing cycle of getting stronger, which means you recover faster, and then you can bring more intensity to your next session. That, right there, is how you make progress. So how much do you actually need? Well, the science on this is pretty clear. 5 grams a day. The real key isn't so much when you take it, but that you take it consistently, every day. That's what keeps your muscle stores full and ready to go.
All right, let's move to the next piece of our foundation, protein. If your workout is the work, you can think of protein as the construction crew that comes in right after. It provides all those essential amino acids your body needs to repair the damage and build stronger muscle tissue.
And with protein, timing can definitely matter. The general recommendation is to try and get about 20 to 30 grams of protein in pretty soon after your workout. This basically gives that construction crew all the materials they need, right when they're ready to start rebuilding. Now, what I love about this is how Samuel connects all the dots. He's talking about protein, creatine, and electrolytes, see all foundational elements, and how they work together. It's almost never about one single magic supplement. It's about building a solid, supportive system for your body.
Okay, so your foundation is solid, right? Now we can start to look at that second tier, the additional boosters. Think of these as specialists you call in to target very specific goals, like getting laser focus for a race or getting deep restorative sleep for recovery.
So here's a quick comparison. We've already talked about creatine for power. Then you've got boosters like omega-3s, which are absolutely incredible for reducing soreness and supporting your joint health. And of course, there's caffeine, the classic pre-workout tool for endurance and focus. As you can see, they all solve very different problems.
Let's take a closer look at caffeine. I mean, we all know it helps us wake up, but how does it actually work for performance? Well, essentially, it blocks the receptors in your brain that signal fatigue, so it actually reduces your perception of effort, which makes that really tough workout feel just a little bit more manageable. And that feeling? It translates into real, measurable numbers. A major meta-analysis back in 2022 found that caffeine can improve endurance running performance by an average of 3 to 7%. Now, in a race, that is a massive difference. Another really powerful targeted supplement is magnesium. It's involved in hundreds of different processes in the body, but for athletes, its roles in energy, muscle function, and nervous system health are absolutely key. And what's really fascinating is that different forms of it do different things. For example, L-threonate is amazing for sleep and brain function, while malate is better for muscle energy.
So the benefits are pretty clear. You get better muscle function, less cramping, more energy, and maybe most importantly, that deep restorative sleep you need to actually recover and adapt. It's just a powerful tool to have in your recovery toolbox.
Okay, this brings us to the most important part of this whole thing.
We've laid out the framework, we've looked at some key examples, but how do you apply this to yourself? How do you choose what's actually right for your body and your goals?
It all comes down to a really simple 4-step process. First, assess your foundation. Are you eating well, sleeping enough? Because no supplement can fix a bad diet. Second, define your main goal. Is it strength, endurance, maybe just better recovery? Third, based on that goal, consider if a targeted boost actually makes sense for you. And finally, if you do choose one, do your homework on the right dosage and timing to get the most out of it.
So I'll leave you with this question. Just for a moment, forget all the marketing hype and just think about your own training. What is the single biggest performance gap you want to close? Is it energy, recovery, focus? Answering that question for yourself, that's the first real step to making a smart, effective choice.